Okay, with Lei Zhang, a filmmaker from Australia, dance animation film, 3 minutes long. It's 10 o'clock at night in Toronto. What time is it in Australia right now?
It's 12 p.m. Yeah.
12 p. So it's noon, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's right.
In what city do you live in?
Sydney.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about this film. This have you made? First of all, have you made an animation film before this?
Yeah, I have. I've made like a couple like small 2D animations, but I did make one big like 2D, 3D animated film for my last year at uni, like for animation honors. So I'm coming with like a lot of experience from that to make WISHFEATHER.
Gotcha. And so what? So this was like a self project. You did everything by yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Except for the music. The music was done by Sarah Knight.
And so what was the motivation to do this dance film?
I think I think with most like recently graduated animation people who are like aspiring to be directors, we always have this goal of we want to make a short film, like one short film a year. So I
Yeah.
was very much coming with that like mindset. So I finished my uni honors short film and then I've graduated and I want to make another short film. So Wish Feather is basically the first short film from that kind of goal.
Yeah, because it's like you have like when you're doing the film in university, you have a little bit of backup, right? You have this is
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
right.
like all you, right?
Yeah, that's right. So I guess if I were to explain the actual motivation on why this specific story, it would be, it's coming from like a time when I was feeling quite mentally trapped, and I wanted to tell a story that was exploring, what it feels like to be trapped with no way out. Because a lot of stories, they set up a problem and then they resolve the problem. But from the time that I was in back then in my life, I was thinking, uh, I have this problem, but I don't know how to solve it. So I found it a bit hard to relate to a lot of stories. So, when I had this idea, I just thought maybe I'll, try create a story that's not so A to B. Yeah. So that's why the cage in the film, that's what it represents. It's like being trapped. And the ending is not really about trying to escape the cage. It's about trying to make peace with your current situation.
Yeah, you're kind of embracing the cage in a sense, like the character is
Mm.
dancing and kind of at peace at the end of the film, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The symbolism of the her dress changes to white. I guess that's like a symbolism, I guess.
Oh, well, I think her dress stays white the whole time throughout the
But
film.
doesn't it change? Doesn't it change colors? It's like blue, right? And then it changes color.
Well, the background at the beginning is blue,
Oh,
but I
okay,
think
gotcha.
her dress stays like the same throughout the whole film.
Oh, so but sorry, because yeah, you're right. When it changes, when it goes from, I guess the symbolism from goes from night to dark, or it goes from dark to bright. I guess, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, yeah. When I first watched it, I saw a blue dress. I guess, you're right, because it's more of the night sky. I guess, right? Kind of it melts into. Okay, but she's also floating in the sky, right? While the cage is kind of traveling in a sense, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So it's like
So
another way to, you know, it's set up that she wants to be up there in the sky, very free, right?
yeah,
And but like it at your first thought, the only way to get up into the sky is to get out of the cage, but she can't get out of it. So another way that I thought of would be that all these birds that come from her dress actually they will help carry the cage and lift her up into the sky. So that's like a bit of a roundabout way to achieve her goal, though she's still stuck in the cage, but she still has found a sense of freedom.
it's amazing. Yeah, so that's sort of like the symbolism of what you were going through, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And what about the song? This was the song already completed before you started making the film?
So, because there was like a lot of dance choreography as part of this, I had to like use a different track as to like choreograph my dance to before I got Sarah on board to basically recreate like an original soundtrack for the film, just matching the beats of or the mood of what my example track had. So the example track I used was basically from like I kind of just grabbed it from another short film that I really liked. Um, I think that's fine to do as long as you don't show,
Yeah, sure. It's
show
like
that
your temp
anyone.
track. Every big film does it, right? So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
basically. So I was just, using that example track as to start with, and then I would direct Sarah to try and match the mood and the beats of each part of the film.
And where do you know Sarah from?
Um, so back during uni, I was doing like a online 2D animation course that's from a, a YouTuber called Howard Wimshurst. Not sure if you heard of him, but I signed up to do his beginner 2D animation course, and in the course he gave like links to music composers and their sound design portfolios because the goal for the course was to help you make films. And so one of them was Sarah Knight's portfolio, and so I just that's how I first found and discovered her.
Oh wow. So how would you describe the style of the animation in the film?
The style, well, it's definitely 3D, and the style design of the character is pretty
Yeah,
more
there's
towards
like this
realism.
style 'cause it has like a kind of charm to it, I guess. I was just curious if like
Mhm.
I don't want to say Disney, but it's like it's kind of in that ballpark.
Yeah, so I think the character is definitely like more towards realism. I wouldn't say it's very cartoony towards
No,
the Disney style, but
yeah,
it's not
the
exactly as
brightness and the joy, I guess. But then in the contrary, like even the way like it's like very colorful, I guess. But go ahead. Sorry, I apologize.
that's fine.
Yeah,
I assume you're asking about I guess the visual design of the overall mood and of the film, I think.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm not quite sure exactly where that visual style like comes from. I think it kind of developed naturally over my my journey of trying to explore many different things. Like the previous short film that I created was called My Friend in Red, and that one had a lot of like minimalism and watercolor based um, inspiration. So coming from that and then coming to Wishfeather, I think I'm just really drawn to stuff that's very surreal and maybe a little bit of painterly, but there's not much painterly stuff in Wishfeather. Um, I think another important thing to mention is that I spent like the first 6 months of the year brainstorming for like this short film, but then I kind of just scrapped all of that work because I wasn't really liking where it was going. And because I was still very much tied into that goal of I really want to make a short film a year. So I realized I only had like 6 months to create this film, The Wish Feather. Um, so a lot of the decisions, like there's just having sky and stuff, is mostly to be like a shortcut in animation because having just the sky is very like easy. You don't really have to make a lot of things. It's very simple to draw a starry background, and yeah, there's just not a lot of elements in the background and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, like so did you did you like okay, so you did the beginning with like in terms of the character herself, like is that sort of like in the dance choreography, were you a dancer previously? Like do you know like how to choreograph for dance? Because it's pretty realistic, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I come with an experience of having like 13 years of doing ballet as a hobby.
Okay.
So I'm drawing a lot from that experience. And although the dance style, the choreography in the film is not like exactly ballet, it's kind of half-ish like contemporary with ballet,
Yeah.
because ballet doesn't really have a lot of floor movement. Um, but yeah, I was drawing from a lot of that kind of experience.
Yeah, but then you because you kind of had a choreographer for the dance while you're doing the animation, I guess, right?
Yeah, I choreographed it. Uh, like I just got the example soundtrack, and then I just in my room, the room I'm in right now, I
Yeah.
just tried to go with the flow of the music. It's mostly you would say it's choreo, but it's actually more improv. Like I was just making up the moves as I went.
Gotcha.
And if you asked me to dance the choreo that she does now, I probably wouldn't be able to do it because
Sure.
it's just done on the spot.
Yeah, and it's just a beautiful like night sky. Then she's in when she's in the cage, and I guess you had a did you like is the cage original? I'm just curious. It's like did you like
Uh,
steal it from a like a cage that's already been designed? I'm just curious.
okay, so yes and no. So I tried to design some like original cages, but I really wasn't like feeling any of my designs. Like I think design is a weakness of mine, so I was just like not feeling the iterations I had. And then I was scrolling through Pinterest to try find inspirations of like other interesting cage designs. And then one of them was indeed a globe cage. Obviously, I changed it a little bit, but it's the idea of like when I saw that image on Pinterest, I was like, what? This is like actually a very interesting concept. I'm pretty sure whoever made the like a globe cage for the bird didn't think about, you know, the symbolic implications it could have. But for me, it really stuck with me because since my story is very metaphorical, having this globe cage basically allows the problem of the story to be able to be interpreted in many different ways.
Mhm.
So the fact that it's a globe, it could mean the world, you feel trapped in this world, but the way you can interpret your world is in a could be in many different ways. Like your family could be your world. So maybe you feel trapped by your family. Maybe there's this relationship that's trapping you, or maybe there's something at work. Like, we work pretty much a lot of our lives. So your job, the company, maybe that's your world and that feels trapping you. So it can have a lot of interpretations. And that's why I was very set on I really want to have this cage to be the shape of a globe.
Gotcha. Wow, that was a great answer. I like that. It's like basically the moral of the story is that you really thought through everything.
Mm. Yeah.
So in terms of like the doing just the animation itself, how long does that take to do a 3 minute film?
Um, well, the time frame I took to finish this film was 6 months. So animated the actual like 3D character animation, I think maybe 3 months, like half that time.
Okay.
And then the rest of it is like the pre-production, like the story planning, the making the character, rigging the character and making
Yeah.
sure they're colored and yeah, doing all that other things.
So well, first of all, it's a great. I love this film. It's fantastic, and it's like
Thank
really
you.
good because it has like I know you said it's 3D animation, but it has a certain original style to it, right? Like it
Mhm.
kind of looks a little bit like 2D animation. I know it's not, but it kind of has that kind of vibe to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of flat 2D elements in it.
Yeah.
Like there's that one shot where she's dancing in the cage and you see her full body, and there's like a lot of, I guess, like the cloudiness of the feathers on the ground of the cage. So a lot of
Mhm.
that was like that's all actually just painted, like 2D painted planes that's just projected into 3D space. So that's probably why.
So basically, what I was going to say, I have to ask because you're obviously a young filmmaker, just out of uni, as you say. What's the what's like? Obviously, people are now making animation AI films. What's your take on that?
I did think about it quite a lot, but I think overall, um, I'm not that afraid because it's kind of making me, forcing me to think of how do I make my film stand out a lot from the rest of the crowd, which is something that I'm sure a lot of people, even before AI, would have been thinking about. But now that AI is here, it pushes you to think even further about how what makes your film special. And even before AI, there was something that I was thinking about a lot, which is when you're first starting to make your film, you usually just like are very influenced by things that you've already seen, and you kind of just want to like replicate that. Like for example, if you see like an anime and you really like it and you want to make like an anime, but you but when you do that, you kind of like skip a lot of steps as to why exactly is it so interesting that this anime like is done in an anime style. And that's something I learned throughout my uni honors year. I think they made it like they made you think about, okay, if you're gonna do things in 3D,
Yeah.
why are you doing it in 3D? Like, why aren't you doing it in 2D? If you're gonna make the decision to, if you want like some 2D elements in it, you have a choice to, are you gonna do it in digital software, or are you gonna do it in like a traditional, like how they did it back in the past? And like it's those kinds of decisions that make me uh, question like all the building blocks that come into making a film. So it's not just so now that I'm approaching my next short film, I'm trying to think of, okay, I'm not just I don't want to just make it like only 3D or only 2D. I do want to continue combining these things, but what parts of it can I like replace with traditional maybe paint texture? Like I could just use a digital Photoshop paintbrush, right? But I could also uh, use an actual paint on paper and scan it in and stuff like that. Maybe the end result is not that much of a difference, but like there will be like a difference, and the amount of effort that you yourself put in, it just makes your final product feel a lot more like valuable to you. And I also think that marketing marketing is also going to be something that will it's important, but it's also getting more important because I really think if you can market your animated film in a way that it was done in a very with a very like hands-on craft feel, and to show that it was really like done with all these creative hobbies or all these what's the word, like professions, then it really does like separate the your product from, I guess, how the AI AI films would be made, right? I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. So basically, I guess the question is, are you gonna make an AI film?
Personally, no, not really.
So you're sticking to what you're good at, I guess, this stuff. It's like, but then the next question is that what you just made, is it going to be easier to make, I guess, in the future? Not, it won't take 3 months.
Mm, I think I think I would have to experiment with it. But as of right now, I don't really feel the motivation to actually like try it out and make something big with it. Because when I really think that when you're doing like an animated film, it's a very long process. And like what I just mentioned before, having made this short film, I spent 6 months before uh, finally getting the idea of WISHFEATHER, of just trying out
Yeah.
a different idea. And I had a lot of like my own emotional journey going through it. Like I felt like, oh my God, I'm not really good enough. I just wasted half a year trying this thing out. But when I think back over that, how I spent my time, I did a lot of things. Like I even went out to an exhibition that we have in the city to like go through a submarine because my film idea at the time was going to be set in a submarine. And that's just like an experience that I got myself to go through because I really wanted to tell this story. And that's part of my filmmaking process, really. I'm not just sitting at home looking at my computer all day. I'm actually going outside and doing things in my life that's not really related to just like pure filmmaking, but it's giving me like a lot of ideas, and I get like a in feeling how it actually is in real life, and then bringing that into my craft.
Well, yeah. So it's the journey, not the destination, in a sense.
Yeah.
Like,
And by the end of your like life, you want to have lived through a lot of things. You don't just want to
yeah.
sit at your computer all day, right?
No, yeah, that makes total sense. That's pretty amazing. So if you're able to do that, then yeah, that's fantastic. So I guess you're in a good position to be able to do that, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Basically what I'm saying is sometimes life gets busy, right? Like and gets like
Mhm.
complicated, right? So
Yeah. And then you need like a balance. You can't just stay inside all day.
yeah,
Yeah. And then you get inspiration from things outside as well.
yeah, 100%. So you've already working on your next film then?
Yeah. So I kind of dropped my goal of trying to make a film a year. I think that's not really helpful for me now. I'm trying to like spend more time properly brainstorming, like taking everything I've learned from my previous two short films and
Mhm.
knowing what I like and what I dislike and what I really want to improve on and what I want to push. Like I really love the metaphorical storytelling that I sort of figured out a bit of how to do in WISHFEATHER, and I want to like push that a bit further. But I also want to bring in the quality of my first short film because I really think WISHFEATHER is a bit rushed. Like there's a lot of things that I'm not exactly happy with because I just didn't spend as much time on it. But
Yeah.
yeah, for my next project, I really want to bring in everything that I learned and make something better.
Well, I can't wait to see it, and I think that, like I said, I hope this film does well for you on the festival circuit and
Yeah,
to
thank
Australia
you.
and beyond. It seems like a no-brainer acceptance anywhere you submit it to. So I'd be shocked if it wasn't accepted anywhere. It's just a fantastic film, nice music as well. So you picked some great music. You picked a nice collaborator as well.
Thank you. Yeah.
So if you can keep making movies and keep making your own style, that's I guess that's the more that's what you're. And if people are watching this on video, you can see all your kind of great art in the background. You seem like you're
Oh
working.
well, this is not my artwork. This is like artwork I bought at like art markets and stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but you're inspired, I guess I should say.
Yeah, that's right.
What's the little creature beside under the lamp? What's that behind your shoulder
Oh,
there?
oh, the orange one?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, the orange.
this is from Kirby.
Oh,
Do you
Kirby.
know?
Okay,
Yeah, Kirby. It's like the little side little mini enemy, but it's so cute. So I just wanted to get it.
gotcha. Well, he's cute. Or it's whatever it is. All right, let's talk again when you make your next film. And congratulations on the success of this film so far. And I wish you the ultimate best of success.
Thank you.
Thank you.